Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name's Richard. I'm an outdoor photographer. I'm currently outdoors on the Bull Wall in Dublin. Stick around, going to take a few shots. So I just took a shot of the chimneys back there, and it's going to be pretty bad. But it took me so long. It's been so long since I've been out. I swear to God, I'm in 10 minutes here just trying to get my camera settings right and set it up on the tripod, put it on portrait. I forgot to put the clamp it on there and clamped it on. Oh my God. The difference when you haven't been taking photographs in a while, like how quickly you forget what you're at, how slow you can be to set things up. But I was determined to set it up in the end and get the shot. And as it turned out, I waited too long. Because of that, I lost the flat cam water, so there's a bit of ripples in the water, but you know, I'm not that worried. I'm not that stressed. I'm just going out to take a few photos today. But like, it was just in my head that I was determined not to walk away from this because I was flapping around with this for so long. I had to stay until I got the shot. I got the shot. I don't think it's going to be anything special. Like I said, it's a shot I've taken before, but it was worth persevering. Now, because that's the first shot, I can move on and get some better shots, hopefully. Well, as I suspected, it's not a really interesting shot. I just wanted to get it in the bag. I mean, it's sharp. That's really all I can say for it. I got a bit of reflection of the tower in the water, but there's no light, no drama, nothing of interest really happening in the photo. I got another shot which I think it's a bit better when it was 16.9 crop. And there's a bit more happening with the 15-second long exposure. Obviously, you can see the smoke drifting off, and I like the colors and I like the vibe in this. So I think that's a more balanced, better shot. They have these concrete huts all along the wall here. They have them all along the coast around Clontarf, and I really like them. I love the structures. I think they're really interesting shapes and features on them. As you can tell, they're quite old. They've been here a long, long time. And they're pretty derelict. But I'm going to try and get a shot of one of them. If not this one of the other ones further up there. Yeah, because they interest me. And I just want to get some shots of stuff that interests me today. You know, get the old photography juices flowing again. I won't show you this side, it's a bit messy. There's a lot of crap here on the floor you don't really want to be seeing. But yeah, they're like I said, they're interesting features, and I'm gonna just explore them for a little bit and see can I get an angle and get a nice composition on them. I think this shot came out really quite well. I love the golden colours from the sun, and you can really see the texture and the shape of the shelter and where it sits in its landscape. Yeah, I'm really happy with that one. So the Bull Wall comes off the Clontarf road there. It's accessed via a long wooden bridge, so it allows for traffic and pedestrian access. And it's a lovely place just to go for a walk, head down to the beach down at Dollymount. You get a lot of people going for their morning swims. So I wandered around there along the bridge, took a few shots. This is one of them. Again, it's nothing really much happening there, but I just like the composition. I like the way it kind of obeyed the rule of thirds, and I like the colours, and that sort of shot interests me. I don't know why, but it does. And then on the Clontarf side, you've got a lovely road heading in towards Dublin city centre there. You've parkland on the right with residential, and off in the distance you can see Dublin port, very busy port. So again, it took a shot from the bridge, this, and it came out quite nice on the camera. I like the contrast between the park and the residential on the right frame, and then the port, the industrial on the left, and the colours are just really, really nice. So I was quite happy with that shot. And wandering in around the other side of the bridge on the Bull Island, there's little alleyways and little houses there, and I took a wander down onto a little beach. And again, it got a nice composition just of some boats and bric-a-brac just stacked up against the wall. And it's just a nice everyday scene from down there. And again, it's just a composition that I like. I like the colours, I like the mood, I like what's going on in it. So it's been a few weeks since I got out and did a vlog. It's something I wanted to do, but just haven't got around to doing it for, well, no particular reason really, other than just putting it off, which isn't really why I do the vlogs. I I really enjoy doing this. I really missed having something to edit. I had no footage, I had no photos, and been kind of waiting for the weather, and I don't know, just making excuses not to do it, which isn't the right way to go about it. The reason I do these is A, because I really enjoy it most of the time. B, it's a really good way of sharing my work, getting some feedback on it. Because to tell you the truth, like, Instagram is a waste of time. I mean, I rarely post with these days. The only time I post with is if I have a new video coming out, I'll stick a post up directing people to my channel. But like, other than that, it's a terrible app. Like, there's no real engagement on it that I find, you know. I mean, some people may work better for it, but no, not really for me. And I just really enjoy getting out and taking photos. And like this recent adventure of mine of starting the vlog, it's great. It adds to complexity. You know, I feel like I have to produce a video with like epic shots. But, well, I kind of felt like that, but lately I'm kind of moving away from that. But if the epic shots come, that's great. But normally, like, when I'm out taking shots, I'm taking photos of stuff that interests me. And like I've said before, it could be landscapes, it could be structures, it could be people and pets. But yeah, whatever catches my eyes, and it's really the way you should approach photography, I think. Definitely if you're starting off, and I do often think back to when I started, which is only in the last 5 or 6 years. I don't think I watched so many YouTube vlogs. The only time I'd really go into YouTube was to, wanted to find out how to bracket, or I wanted to find out how to do a long exposure, or some little technical thing. You might hit it up then. And it's only in recent years I find myself binging on vlogs and the likes. And some of them are great. I enjoy doing them, but I don't enjoy it if I'm putting off my photography because I want to get out to make the perfect vlog. Hope you know what I'm saying here. So like I said, for today, I'm down on along the Bull Wall here in Clontarf, and it's just a cracking day. And I'm just moseying up and down, getting just shooting whatever takes my fancy. And jeez, man, you can tell it's been a few weeks. It's about me. Everything, it's got all my gear. It's a disaster. Like my peak design clip on my bag, I put it on upside down so I can't mount my camera on my bag, and I forgot my Allen key. Went to fly the drone. The DJI app wasn't working. I had to reinstall that. It took me forever to set up my tripod. So yeah, see, this is what happens when you leave it too long. So anyway, just thought I'd share my thoughts there on that. I'm going to keep wandering on a bit more and get some photos. And sure, hopefully I get something that you enjoy. Little boat moored there, little red boat. You always make for lovely shots. Just a shot of handheld from a few different angles. There's lovely reflections coming off the water, and you can see the light bouncing off the boat. So yeah, took a few shots of that. Never pass up a floating boat. Now, I didn't bother going for a long exposure on it because it might smooth out the water and all that. Obviously the boat's going to move, and so you won't stay sharp. The only way you're really doing it would be to do like a long exposure, take a separate shot of the boat and kind of blend it in afterwards, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, so I'm using the 50 to 400mm Tamron again. I mean, it's really been my go-to lens over the last year, and I feel like I'm cheating with it sometimes, or I'm doing something wrong, because it's been on I just love the focal length. Like, it's just great. I just change filters on it now and again, but it's, having a focal length like that is just so handy. It works for so many shots. And obviously, you know, it's going from, I don't know, I think it's f4 on the low end all the way out, but it's not like, it's not 2.8 or anything like that. But you know, that doesn't really matter. If you're shooting, say, at 400mm, you'll still get, even though I think it's 6.3 or 400, you'll still get some bokeh if it's just something happening in the distance, if there's a bit of distance in the behind your subject. But yeah, it's such a great lens. And like I said, I've had it on all day, and I'm like thinking, oh, I should really, you know, switch lenses here and try something different. But I don't want to, you know. And yeah, again, like I said earlier on, I'm just taking it easy today and doing what I want to do, and getting the practice in. So when I'd finished my boat watching, I decided to do a bit of bird watching. I spotted a bird out in the water and thought it'd make for a good shot, so I very smoothly walked along the wall there. On the way though, I spotted another little fella sitting in the grass. Now, I aren't an expert in birds, but Google's telling me this is a stone chat. But either way, I got a nice shot of it there with the Tamron out of 400mm. I think it came in very sharp. But I went on a bit further to head to this other white bird. And again, using the same lens, I got down really, really low to the water, crouching down, and actually kept the lens. I mean, the lens was about an inch from the top of the water level. And I got a shot that I really, really like. And I believe this is a little egret. But yeah, it came out lovely and sharp. And I love the setting and the white, just the white negative space there, and the reflection of the bird. I love it. Don't know how clear you can see this on the Pocket 3 here, but I'm taking some shots of the bridge from well across the water here, again with the 400, way out at 400. I'm focusing on the bridge, and I'm trying to get the cityscape to Dublin, all the cranes and the high rises that are being built in the background, and I just think it's looking interesting in my viewfinder anyway. So if it's any good, I shall stick it up. But there's a lot going on in it. Like, there's lots of vertical lines and horizontal lines and layers, which I love. So yeah, again, the power of a 400mm. Yeah, so I'm just curious if many of you actually use Instagram. Well, I'm sure most of you do, but how many of you think it's any good or get any enjoyment out of it? Like I said, it's been a long time since I got any enjoyment out of it. It's just, yeah, there's no engagement on it. And, you know, and it can be demoralising as well, because I don't know if demoralising is the word, but there's so many cracking shots on it. And like, so many people have said it, but you start looking and going, yeah, well, great, skip. And, you know, it can suck the creative energy out of you, because you can kind of go, oh, I can't get that, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know, don't use the app. There's nobody forcing you to use it. Like I said, I rarely check it, but look at it about once every 2 weeks. And yeah, I find it's better for my mental health, and it makes me enjoy my photography more. So I'd stay away from it if I was you. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. So I'm just standing here on the steps, you might see them, edge of the water, far side of one of these changing rooms. I'll show you now. Let me spin this around. Come on, spin around. There we go. So yeah, like, that is just deadly looking, isn't it? I love that. So I'm getting a few shots of that. I can't really go far back enough to be fully wide to get the whole structure in. So I'm really just centering it on this handrail here and taking images of the sky through the arch. Now, if you go up further, you will see there's some cracking views just this way of the pullback chimneys, but they're kind of to the right of frame. So if I want to include them in the frame, I need to be taking at a slight angle, which I don't want to do because I just want to shoot dead straight on. But yeah, hopefully you can see what I mean by my interest in these structures. They're, you know, lovely curves on them and lovely texture to the concrete, and just provide a really good frame to a shot. So if you'd imagine here in the evening now, if you've got a nice sunset or a nice real colours shooting off in the sky, you get some cracking shots through here. And you do, because I've seen them. Okay, I'll keep on going. I shot this wide, about 21mm, and I think it came out well. I like the leading line formed by the handrail. Just leading to the sky, really. I like the subtle colours going on. Yeah, nice shot. So I moved further down the wall and found another shelter which gave me the view I was looking for through the arch. I think it came out really well. Obviously you can see the chimneys in the distance framed by the structure of the shelter. I think it looks really well in black and white. Great contrast going on. Well, that's me done for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you stuck around this long, well done. You deserve a medal for it. I don't know if I got many great shots, but I did definitely get some shots. Probably not great, but I got shots, which is what I wanted to achieve today. It's a beautiful day. I was delighted to get out. Full wall here in Dublin. Really, really nice spot. Lovely walk. If you're interested in this area, I've done a video on Full Island, which is over there before, so I'll link this here somewhere. It's well worth a watch. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit a like, comment, and subscribe. And that goes to my current subscribers as well, which are legends. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay, I love you and leave you. Bye bye.